Hello, students. Good morning and assalamu alaikum. My name is Rimsha Imran, and today I am going to teach you English. The topic we are going to learn today is continuous tense. But before moving on, we need to know what is a tense. A tense is a grammar term used to indicate whether a sentence or verb is an action of past, present, or future. Now, coming towards what is a continuous tense. A continuous tense in English shows an action that is, was, or will be in progress at a certain time. Now, there are three types of tenses: present, the time at the moment, the current time or right now; past, the time which has gone or the time which has passed away; and future, the time that has to come yet. Now, these three are the types of tenses: present, past, and future. Now, coming towards the present continuous tense, the first type. This tense is used to show an action which is going on or happening at the current moment or right now. This tense is also called present progressive. Let's talk about its structure. First of all, there are three types, further three types: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Affirmative sentences are also called as simple sentences. The structure is as follows: subject plus helping verb according to the subject plus first form of verb with ing plus object. Now, what is a subject, a verb, and an object? Do you know that? Okay. A subject is a thing or a person or a doer in a sentence that is performing an action, that is doing something. That is called a subject. The person or a thing that does something. The verb is the action itself. Any action which is being done, that is called the verb. And the object is the thing or the person on which the action is being done by an object, by a subject. The action which is being done on an object by a subject. Now, first of all, the structure of affirmative is subject plus helping verb plus first form with ing plus object. For example, I am watching a movie. I is the subject, am is the helping verb which is used with I in present continuous tense. Then we have watch, the first form of verb plus ing, so it becomes present participles, that is watching. Are is an article. Then we have movie, which is an object. Now, the action which is being done on a movie is that it is being watched by I is the subject. Now, coming towards the negative sentence. The structure is the same as above, just one thing is added, that is not. Subject plus helping verb, that is, am, or are according to the subject. Then we have not, then first form of verb plus ing plus object. For example, I am not watching a movie. Then we have interrogative sentence. In this sentence, the helping verb comes at the first as we are asking a question. The helping verbs, which are is, am, and are, they come at first according to the subject. Then we have subject. Then we have first form of verb with ing plus object, and at the end we put a question mark. For example, am I watching a movie? This sentence was in affirmative. This sentence was I am watching a movie. Now, in the interrogative sentence, it is asking a question that am I watching a movie? Now, coming towards the helping verbs which are being used over here. The helping verbs of present continuous tense are is, am, and are. We use is with he, she, it, and all the singular nouns, for example, a fish, a chair, a pillow, a blanket. Then we have are. This helping verb is used with they, you, we, and all the plural nouns. The plural nouns are those which are the multiples of the singular. Any singular noun or any single thing that has the multiple of it or is it in the plural form more than one, that is the plural nouns. For example, farmers, carrots, crops, shoes, etc. With all these, we use are. Coming towards I. With this pronoun, we use am. I is always used with am. We don't use are or is with I. This helping verb am is used in the present continuous tense with I. Now, talking about the past tense. This tense is used to show an action that has done or that was done in the past, in the previous time, in the time that has gone. For example, yesterday, last night, last Monday, last week, last month, last year, or if we just say a few minutes before, these are the past tense. If we say that I ate an apple, even if I just ate that apple just a few minutes ago, that will be past. So in the past tense, we talk about the things that are done some time ago. It may be near past or we talk about it in a larger sense. If we talk about the helping verbs which are used in the past continuous tense, they are was and were. Was is the helping verb we use with I, he, she, it, and all the singular nouns. In the past continuous tense, was is used with all the singular nouns, but I is an exceptional case over here. In the present continuous tense, we use am with I, but in the past continuous tense, we use was. Were is the helping verb we use for more than one thing. For example, they, we, you, and all the plural nouns. For example, girls, boys, men, women, sticks, or we say shirts, etc. So, were is used in the past continuous tense for more than one thing or one person. Now, coming towards the structure of past continuous tense. Again, we have three further types: affirmative, negative, and interrogative. Affirmative or the simple sentences. In these sentences, we use subject plus was or were according to the subject. Then we use first form of verb with ing, and then we have object. The example is given: she was eating an apple. Here we have used was as a helping verb. We have used was because she is the pronoun of a girl. The girl is singular noun over here. There is just one girl. If there would be more girls, then we would say were. We would use were as a helping verb. The girls were eating an apple. But as there is just one girl, so that is why we are using was. She was eating an apple. Otherwise, it would be like the girls were eating an apple. Next is the negative sentence. In this sentence, we use not, which is the sign of a negative sentence. The structure is: first we write subject plus was or were according to the subject. Then we write not to show that it's a negative sentence. Then we write first form of verb with ing, and then we have object. Example is given over here. She was not eating an apple. She was not eating an apple. Again, if we talk about plural nouns, if there would be more girls, we would say the girls were not eating an apple. The girls were not eating an apple. Next we have is interrogative sentence in which we ask questions. In these sentences, at the end we put up a question mark and the helping verbs comes at the start. The helping verbs which are used over here are was and were. So in interrogative sentences, these helping verbs will come at the first. For example, was she eating an apple? Was she eating an apple? Now again, if we talk about the plural nouns, we would say were the girls eating an apple? Were they eating an apple? And at the end, we put a question mark to show that it's an interrogative sentence. In the end, we have future continuous tense. In future continuous tense, we talk about an action that will be taking place in the future or in the coming time. That time could be just right after this moment, or that could be tonight, or that could be tomorrow, or the next day, the next Monday, the next week. Any time, any moment that will come after this time, that will be the future. And we use future continuous tense to show an action that will be taking place in the future and that will be continue in that time, during that time, that will be in the progress. Now we have helping verbs for the future continuous tense. The helping verbs which are used in future continuous tense are will be and shall be. These are the two helping verbs. But here the case is different. We don't use will or shall according to the singular or plural nouns. We use will be with all the nouns and pronouns, but we use shall only with I and we. We don't use shall with other nouns or pronouns, but we sometimes can use will with I and we. This is also because it's a traditional rule that shall is used with first person pronouns. The first person pronouns are I and we. It is also a formal pattern in which we use shall with I and we. Otherwise, we also sometimes, if it is not a formal writing, we can use in informal writing, we can use we and I with will. We can use will with I and we in informal writings, but if we talk about the formal writings, in that we must write shall. So, will be and shall be are the helping verbs in future continuous tense. Here is the structure for the future continuous tense. Again, we are talking about the same things. The structure is same. Everything is same. Just the helping verb will be changed. The structure of continuous tense in all the three tenses, past, present, and future, is same. Just the difference is that we use different helping verbs to show different tense. Otherwise, the structure is same. In affirmative sentences, we use subject plus a helping verb, which will be or shall be according to the subject or pronoun. Then we have present participle, which is first form of verb with ing, and then we have object. For example, Ali will be playing cricket. Ali will be playing cricket. If there would be I or we, the first person pronouns, then we can say that we would write shall. I shall be playing cricket. We shall be playing cricket. Then we have negative sentences in which we write subject, then we have will be or shall be, then okay, so the difference comes over here is that we don't write will be and shall be together. We write will or shall, then we write not comes at first, then we write be. First will or shall, then not, and then we write be. After that, first form of verb with ing, that is present participle, and then we have the object. Ali will not be playing cricket. Ali will not be playing cricket. We shall not be playing cricket. I shall not be playing cricket. Ali will not be playing cricket. So this is the difference in these sentences. Then we have interrogative sentence in which we write the helping verb at the first. It's like, will Ali be playing cricket? Shall we be playing cricket? Or we can say, shall I be playing cricket? One thing I would like to add over here is that the difference between a helping verb and a main verb. The helping verb is also known as auxiliary verb. These helping verbs or the auxiliary verbs are used in a sentence to show the tense or the time of the um, action in which it is occurring, in which it is being occurred. So the different helping verbs in these three tenses, the tenses present, past, and future, they all have different helping verbs. That is why we can differentiate between the tenses. I hope that the concept of continuous tense is crystal clear to you now. If there is any problem, you can ask. Take a lot of care of yourselves and the people around you. Allah Hafiz.